Hi BL enthusiasts, this is Karlovsky TV. And today we will talk everything about the famous ZIYU from Revenge Love Chinese BL. Let's begin. You may think you've heard every idol survival story, but ZIYU's journey is unlike any other. From a promising debut to betrayal, assault, and now a legal fight for freedom, his path has been anything but smooth. This is the real story behind the idol with the healing smile who refuses to give up. Name: ZIYU. Nationality: Chinese. Born July 6, 2002. Age: 23 years old. Place of birth: Lianyungang, Jiangsu, China. Zodiac sign: Cancer. Chinese zodiac sign: Horse. Height: 180 centimeters tall. Weight: 52 kilograms, 114 pounds. MBTI, INFP. ZIYU, full name unknown to most, yet unforgettable to many, was born in Lianyungang, a coastal city in Jiangsu, China. Even in his early years, there was something in him that longed for the stage. That longing took him to the Beijing Contemporary Music Academy, where he trained in the performance department. It was there that ZIYU's dream began to take shape, and it was there that he made the decision that would eventually test every part of him, body, mind, and soul. By 2019, ZIYU had signed a 12-year contract with Huakaibanksia Cultural Media, a company that promised to develop him into a star. 12 years. For most people, that's nearly half their youth. For a trainee desperate to debut, it was a trade-off he was willing to make. After all, the dream was worth it, wasn't it? In 2020, ZIYU began to appear on the radar of fans through the popular Chinese survival show We're Young, where he placed 33rd. A year later, he returned stronger, hungrier, and more refined, competing in youth with U3. This time, he ranked 31st, still not enough to debut, but enough to make a lasting impression. And what an impression it was. In one of the promotional videos for Youth with You, ZIYU wore a yellow and white striped t-shirt. His look was simple, but what caught everyone's attention was his smile. Viewers described it as healing, sunny, and bright, like lemon soda in the summer. That smile became his signature, not loud, not flashy, but full of warmth. A smile that made people feel like everything would be okay, even if just for a moment. But what fans couldn't see behind that smile was the weight he was quietly carrying. On June 25, 2021, ZIYU finally debuted as a member of the idol group Guangge Shaonian under the very company he had signed with years before. It should have been his breakthrough moment, the time when the sacrifices finally paid off. And for a while, it seemed like it was. The group gained modest attention, and ZIYU's fanbase began to grow steadily. He was performing, smiling, and appearing in media. On the surface, everything looked fine. But everything was not fine. What no one expected was that just over a year later, ZIYU's idol dream would come crashing down, not because of failure, but because of betrayal. On December 8, 2022, ZIYU was physically assaulted by one of his own group members. The details are sparse, but the impact was loud. It was a shocking, violent breach of trust that no trainee or artist should ever have to endure, especially not at the hands of a teammate. Weeks later, on January 8, 2023, the company delivered an ultimatum that stunned fans even further. ZIYU was told to pack up and leave. No explanation, no official statement, just silence and exile. The very next day, on January 9, ZIYU resurfaced, not on his official account, which he revealed had been taken over by the company, but on a side account, where he posted a quiet, painful message to fans. It was the first sign that something had gone very wrong behind the scenes. By late December 2022, ZIYU had already begun dropping subtle hints that he wanted to terminate his contract with Banksia Cultural Media. Whether those hints were ignored or silenced is unclear. What is clear is this: instead of support, he got a door slammed in his face. Currently, ZIYU is suing the company in an effort to end the 12-year contract that has now become a symbol of everything that went wrong. As of now, there is no confirmed resolution. The legal battle is ongoing, and ZIYU is still fighting for his freedom. And yet, through all of this, ZIYU never gave up. On May 15, 2024, he released his first solo song, titled Ni Guo Der Ho Hao Ma, which translates to, "Are you doing well?" In the lyrics and in interviews, he described the track as the start of a new chapter. No longer the naive trainee trapped in an idol system, ZIYU was stepping into his own story. "Don't look back," he said. "Let bygones be bygones." The song wasn't just a message to fans, it was a message to himself. A declaration of resilience, of healing, of growth. But music wasn't the only direction ZIYU took. In 2023, he made his acting debut in the historical drama My Lady General. It was a small step, but an important one. He was proving he could do more than just sing or dance. He was becoming a multifaceted performer. Then came the unexpected, an emotional, twist in his career. In 2024, ZIYU landed a major role in the BL Boys Love drama Revenged Love. For many viewers, it was the first time seeing ZIYU in a fully dramatic role. And he delivered. Fans praised his raw expressions, emotional depth, and quiet vulnerability, qualities that, in hindsight, were likely shaped by his own real-life experiences. ZIYU wasn't just performing anymore. He was living the story on screen. And people noticed. Suddenly, he was more than the boy with the lemon soda smile. He was the artist with scars, and the strength to show them. Through it all, one thing about ZIYU has remained constant: his humility. He isn't the loudest in the room, nor the one chasing trends or scandals. He's soft-spoken, introverted, and endearingly relatable. One tiny but beloved detail: he hates cold weather, seriously hates it. Fans have joked for years about how he always wears long johns during winter. It's become part of his charm, the idol who never gets used to the cold, who stays bundled up while everyone else braves the chill. It's a small thing, but in a world of manufactured personalities, it's these honest quirks that fans fall in love with. ZIYU's story is not one of instant success. It's not a fairy tale of rising from obscurity to superstardom overnight. It's a story of resilience, of being knocked down, used, silenced, and hurt, only to get back up, one quiet step at a time. His journey is a sobering reminder that behind every idol's smile might be a story the cameras will never show. He's endured betrayal from within, abandonment by those who promised to guide him, and the crushing weight of a system that too often forgets its humanity. And yet, he still sings. He still acts. He still shows up. ZIYU is no longer just a former trainee or a former group member. He's no longer someone defined by rankings or survival shows. Today, he's an independent artist, a rising actor, and perhaps most importantly, a survivor. In a world where contracts are signed in youth and broken in silence, where abuse is buried beneath PR statements, and where artists are often treated as products, ZIYU chose to fight back. Not with bitterness, but with music, with honesty, with that same soft smile, now tinged with wisdom. He is not just the boy who once wore yellow and white stripes on a training show. He is the man who fought for his freedom, who turned pain into power, and who now stands, not in anyone's shadow, but on his own stage.